Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Astro Tarot Tales, and today we will be talking about life secret of Cancer Ascendant. So we will be looking at their personality, their home life, their spouse, their career and everything. So let's get started. So Cancer Ascendant people are all about their emotions. They analyze their emotions, they are driven by them, and that can either make them vulnerable to every situation or invincible if they are able to control their emotions. So these people, they do not let things go and keep them in their heart for a long time. Like they have a very long, they take long time to move on from an emotional situation. So like on the flip side, they might be planning revenge in their heads, and they might try to manipulate the situations accordingly because it's an emotional sign, but that does not mean they are weak. So they basically attack other people when they are least expecting it, people who have been hurt by them, so who have hurt them basically. So their core nature is to look for peace around them because it's a sign of emotional peace as well, and their home and mother becomes primary source for the peace. Now whether they get it or not, that depends on moon placement and the whole chart, but the base nature is to look for peace. Okay, and now when it comes to their family, they might have some ties with their family might have some ties with the government, or they could be in a profession related to children, their family might be in profession related to children or entertainment industry. So their confidence as well, Cancer Ascendant natives' confidence comes with their family and financial security. Like their lesson is to build genuine self-worth rather than seeking validation through wealth, status, or other people's praise. And when it comes to their speech style, it's quite confident because of Leo sign in second house, and at other times, like other people might see them as arrogant or harsh. Now when we look at their third house, which has Virgo sign, so like these people are quite thoughtful communicators and I would say lifelong learners because of Virgo sign. They excel at analysis, research and practical problem solving. Might be an emotional sign, but when it comes to problem solving, their mind runs like a train. So their greatest strength is like turning the knowledge into useful skills, while their challenge is like avoiding overthinking and perfectionism as well. So like I've also seen that they also overthink their skills, like maybe I'm not good enough in this skill, or maybe I need to improve further and further. They try to become that perfectionist. So this is something they might need to work on, that like in real life you just need to take action. You don't have to wait to be a perfectionist in any skill. Okay, so now when it comes to their inner peace, their fourth house, which has sign of Libra, they seek beauty and peace and kind of balance in their home life. They would love to decorate their house and even surrounding areas, as they have this desire of comfortable and peaceful homes, and this is their way of doing it. Like they thrive in pleasant surroundings, and they often act as a peacemakers as well within their family. Like whenever, let's say, their parents are fighting, or one of the parents is fighting with the sibling, they will become a mediatory, like somebody who brings peace or brings the matter to resolution between the family. And also their mother also values harmony and relationships, and she can be quite diplomatic when it comes to relationships. And also like their lesson is to build emotion, like Cancer Ascendant's biggest lesson is to build inner emotional balance rather than relying solely on external harmony. So when it comes to like fifth house, their intelligence, it can transform overnight. One day they are just an average kid in the school, and then they might become topper in next year. And like their love life, they love deeply, they create passionately, and they seek meaning beneath the surface. Like they're naturally quite drawn to occult sciences and have the intelligence to learn it. And when it comes to kids, they might make major sacrifices for them as well, as they're deeply attached to them, because like Scorpio sign is there, and one of the things related to fifth house remains unsolvable, maybe an affair or maybe their education. Like somebody, let's say, cheated on them and they ghosted them. Maybe that happened in a long term relationship, and that never got resolved. That's the energy of Scorpio. So here I would say their greatest lesson is learning to trust, let go of control, and express their heart without any fear. Because wherever Scorpio sign is, you have to let go of any, emotional tension there. Okay, so now let's move on to the next house, which represents enemies, your debts, loans, and daily life and diseases. So since Sagittarius sign is there, it's a sign of wisdom, and basically they use their wisdom to overcome obstacles. Let's say they get into debt or they have enemies, they will come up with a plan how to resolve that problem step by step. So basically they thrive in meaningful work, and they often succeed through knowledge rather than the conflict. And yeah, some people might not be on good terms with mother's younger siblings, because it's third from fourth house, and Sagittarius is a sign of war. So their greatest lesson is like developing consistent routines and balancing idealism with practical discipline here. So now let's move on to their spouse nature. So they basically attract very mature, responsible, and dependable partners. Now marriage is often approached seriously here, like with a focus on stability and long-term commitment. If you're a Cancer Ascendant and looking for a fun type of a partner, I can guarantee this is not gonna work out. Like it depends on the chart placements as well, planets placement in your chart, but base has to be very serious, long-term, stable, committed marriage. Because here their greatest lesson is balancing emotional sensitivity with patience, and having realistic expectations in relationships. So their marriage is delayed, as Capricorn really requires them to be emotionally mature before handing them the partner for life. Okay, so this is like their partner's personality traits or the kind of marriage that they will have. Now let's look at their in-laws, which is the 8th house, Aquarius. So here relationship with in-laws is not going to be an emotional one. It is quite going to be independent. There might be some distance between you and the in-laws, and they are going to be quite unconventional. When I say unconventional, not from society norms, but from where you come in. Let's say you are very modern, but they are quite conservative, or it can be the other way around, but they are not going to have a same background as yours. So yeah, and other things that 8th house represent is occult sciences. So maybe these people also do deep research in occult science. So 5th and 8th both house shows that these people can be very intuitive and can be attracted to occult sciences. And yeah, so one more point with the in-laws, since it's the sign of Aquarius, there might be some level of friendship, but not a very close one here. So yeah, now let's come to 9th house, which is gurus, mentors, teachers, father, and your journeys as well. So we have Pisces sign here. Now this placement often brings luck and travel from foreign connections and spiritual journeys. You might get sudden realizations while traveling to places that are surrounded by water, like on an island or a beach, that you might start thinking more about life there. And I think I've seen like here Cancer Ascendant's father might be kind and compassionate and quite educated, and let's say might be in very foreign related career, like a foreign visa agent or a travel agent or something like that. So now let's come to their career. They might be emotional, but when it comes to career, they are like full on horsepower people. So these people start something new in their career, something that their forefathers have not done, and they basically carve a new path for them, which is totally different from what their family has been following. And also, like at workplace, they are the ones who are given responsibility that only they can do it, because Aries sign is there. And they might also show off their career as well in friend circle. And like when it comes to doing projects, they prefer doing it alone, and when they are doing it in a team, they want to be the leaders of the project. They are quite ambitious as well. So yeah, this was about their, like, how they approach their career. And when it comes to friendships and large networks, they, like, their friends will be quite stable and practical, because Taurus sign is there. And when it comes to their desires, they will always have desires related to finance and resources, because of like Taurus sign there. And similarly for elder sibling as well, like they will also be quite financially stable. So here, Cancer Ascendant's greatest gains come not from shortcuts, but from patience, consistency, and trusted relationship, because Taurus sign is a slow sign. It will not give you anything overnight. It is something you have to build patience, like step by step basically. And now let's talk about the last house, 12th house, Gemini, which is the house of expenses. And mostly expenses, spiritual, subconscious mind. And so when it comes to expenses, these people might spend on improving their skills, because Gemini is a sign of skills, and 12th house is the house of expenses. Like they will be doing number of courses, trying new things. Basically they love learning, and also it comes from that feeling of third house where they are not feeling fully confident. They will be trying out multiple courses. So their subconscious mind is quite active, as it's a Gemini sign. Like it's a mind that really rarely stops. It's always working. And they also have interest when it comes to foreign cultures. They will be very much interested to know more, and they would travel to different countries, like as just for a fun activity or a fun vacation. So yeah, that was everything I have learned about Cancer Ascendants. If this resonated with you, do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.